Did you hear the internet scream? Before the new Superman movie even landed, folks were convinced it was going to be a political manifesto in a cape. Spoiler alert, the only thing woke was me, waking up for the premiere. Let's rewind to the pre-release chaos. The online world was a dumpster fire of hot takes, convinced this Superman flick was going to be agenda-driven, woke propaganda, or a social justice warrior in tights. People were ready to boycott before the first trailer even dropped. It was like everyone had their outrageometers set to 11 before the movie even had a chance to say up, up, and away. The sheer volume of preemptive anger was honestly more entertaining than some of the actual movie. So, was it political? Absolutely not. I sat there, popcorn in hand, ready for the grand political statement, and all I got was a guy who can fly and lift heavy things. No lectures, no soapbox speeches, just good old-fashioned superheroing. The only agenda I saw was Superman's agenda to not let buildings fall on people. And frankly, that's an agenda I can get behind. It was a straightforward origin story, complete with emotional beats and the classic save-the-day arc. Most of the pre-release panic was based on whispers, casting rumors, and a general fear of what might be. People were projecting their anxieties onto a fictional character. It was less about the movie and more about the internet's collective anxiety disorder. Once the film actually hit screens, all that noise evaporated faster than a villain's plan in a superhero movie. You watch it, and you realize it's trying to tell a human story, not make a political statement. Let's be real, Superman has always been aspirational. He stands for truth, justice, and the American way, which, depending on your perspective, can be seen as political. But that's inherent to the character, not some new woke twist. He's a symbol of hope, a beacon of what humanity could be. If that's political, then so is a puppy calendar. It's about basic human decency, not partisan squabbles. Okay, so it wasn't political. But was it good? It was okay. Like a perfectly fine, slightly bland sandwich. Not terrible, not mind-blowing. It just existed. It felt like the filmmakers played it incredibly safe, almost as if they were terrified of upsetting anyone after all the pre-release drama. The result was a movie that felt a bit beige. The pacing, bless its heart, dragged in places. There were moments where I genuinely wondered if Superman was just hovering in midair, waiting for the plot to catch up. It felt like they were stretching a 90-minute story into 2 hours. You know it's slow when you start mentally redecorating your living room during a pivotal scene. It wasn't a sprint. It was more of a leisurely stroll through Metropolis. And the villain? Oh, the villain. So forgettable. I think his name was Mr. Generic Bad Guy-esque. He had all the menace of a damp sponge. His motivations were murky, his powers were vague, and his presence was about as impactful as a fly buzzing in the background. A great superhero movie needs a compelling antagonist, someone who truly challenges our hero. This guy felt like he was just there because the script said, "Insert villain here." The film played it too safe. It stuck to the established Superman tropes without really innovating or taking risks. It felt like it was made from a how to make a superhero movie template, checked all the boxes, and then called it a day. There were no bold choices, no surprising twists, nothing that made you sit up and say, "Wow, I haven't seen that before." It was a comfortable, predictable ride, which isn't always a bad thing, but it doesn't make for a memorable one. Despite its beigeness, there were some shining moments. The cinematography was clean, crisp, and visually appealing. Metropolis looked good, and the action sequences, while safe, were well shot. The costume design was great, a respectful nod to the classic look, but with modern sensibilities. Superman looked like Superman, which, surprisingly, isn't always a given these days. Some of the emotional stuff with Clark and the Kents really hit home. Those quiet moments, exploring his humanity and his connection to his adoptive parents, were the film's strongest suit. They reminded us why we care about this alien from another planet. It's in these scenes that the movie truly felt like it was trying to tell a human story, not just a superhero one. It's a shame there weren't more of them, or that they weren't integrated into a more compelling plot. This movie didn't push politics, it played by the book. The outrage was way louder than the actual content. And that's the real problem. People reacted to what they thought it was, not what it really is. It's like everyone had their pitchforks ready for a monster, and then a slightly boring puppy showed up. The internet's preemptive outrage machine is exhausting, and it's ruining genuine movie conversations. We've entered an era where movies are judged, condemned, or praised before anyone's even seen them. Rumors, leaks, and social media whispers become gospel, shaping narratives that have little to do with the final product. It's a disservice to the filmmakers and frankly to ourselves as viewers. It's time we all took a collective chill pill and actually watched the movie before we decide to burn it down. Imagine judging a book by its cover, or a meal by its ingredients list. It just doesn't make sense. So, my final thoughts? This Superman movie was a solid 6.5 out of 10. Not a disaster. Not a masterpiece. Just a mid-tier Superman movie that didn't deserve all the noise around it. It was perfectly fine, if a little forgettable. It's the kind of movie you watch on a lazy Sunday afternoon, enjoy well enough, and then promptly forget most of the details by Monday morning. It won't redefine the genre, but it also won't make you want to throw your remote at the screen. Alright, DC fans, moviegoers, comic enthusiasts, and fellow review watchers. Did you think the Superman movie was political? Or were people just looking for something to be mad about? Did you find it just okay like me, or did it soar for you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did I miss something? Did you love the villain I forgot? Spill the tea. If you're tired of fake outrage ruining every movie conversation, hit that like button. And for more honest, hype-free, and occasionally sarcastic reviews, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the cinematic universe. Let's keep the conversation real, not just loud.